Alright, so right now on my screen, you're watching my AI agent hack into a live web server completely on its own. It's already found the upload form, it's already bypassed the file filter, and in about 10 seconds, it's going to pop a reverse shell. I didn't touch the keyboard. I typed one command and walked away. Let me rewind and show you how we got here. So we're going to be using OpenClaw, which is an AI agent tool, and we're going to point it at a TryHackMe lab called RootMe, and just let it do its thing. Let me give you a bit of context. I have customized my OpenClaw to essentially be an autonomous agent. You give it a target, and it goes through the entire methodology on its own. Reconnaissance, enumeration, vulnerability scanning, exploitation, the whole pipeline. It thinks, it plans, it adapts. It's like having a pro hacker that never sleeps. I want to be very clear. Only ever use tools like this against systems you have explicit permission to test. I'm running this against a practice TryHackMe lab, which are designed for this. Random websites on the internet are not. Don't be that person. Unauthorized hacking is illegal and can land you in serious legal trouble. Now, RootMe is a beginner-friendly box on TryHackMe, but it still covers a solid attack chain. Recon, file upload exploitation, and privilege escalation. So it's a perfect target to see what OpenClaw can do. I've got my VPN connected, I've got my target IP, and we are ready to go. So before we jump in, let me quickly break down what's actually happening here so you're not lost. When a hacker or a pen tester goes after a target, they follow a process. First is Recon. You scan the machine to figure out what's even running, what ports are open, what services are behind them. Then comes enumeration. You dig deeper into what you found, mapping out the web app, looking for hidden pages, finding anything that looks like a way in. Then exploitation. You take what you found and you break in. Maybe it's a vulnerable upload form, maybe it's a misconfigured login, whatever it is, you use it to get a foothold on the system. And then finally, privilege escalation, because getting in usually doesn't mean you're in charge. You land as some low-level user and you have to find a way to climb up to root, which is full control of the machine. That's the whole game. Recon, enumeration, exploitation, privilege escalation. And what makes this video insane is that OpenClaw does all 4 of those stages completely on its own. So here's the command. Hack this target IP. I just pass it the target IP and let it run. That's it. Now let's sit back and watch what happens. Alright, so immediately it locks onto the target and starts reconnaissance. And watch this. It's running a full port sweep. All 65,535 ports, because it knows that CTF boxes love hiding services on high ports. Smart. And the results come back. 2 ports open. Port 22 running SSH, port 80 running HTTP. Minimal attack surface. Now here's where you can see it actually thinking. It looks at both ports and it makes a decision. SSH is usually a dead end without credentials, so it's going after the web server. Exactly what a real pen tester would do. It follows up with a service version scan to fingerprint what's running. Open SSH 8.2p1 on Ubuntu, Apache 2.4.41, and it even picks up on the web page content. The page literally says, "Can you root me?" And OpenClaw flags that as a hint. It's already thinking file upload RCE. This thing reads context clues. So now it pivots to web enumeration. It fires up Gobuster to map out the directories on the web server. And almost immediately, it gets a hit. /panel, status 301. It navigates to it and finds a file upload form. No authentication, no visible protection, just a wide open upload form sitting there. And then it spots /uploads path, which is where uploaded files get stored. At this point, OpenClaw basically has the entire attack path mapped out in its head. Upload form plus accessible uploads directory equals game over. Now here's where it gets really fun. It starts testing the upload restrictions. It crafts a simple PHP webshell, just a one-liner, system gets CMD, and tries to upload it as shell.php, and it gets blocked. The server comes back with a message in Portuguese. PHP não é permitido. PHP is not allowed. There's a blacklist filter in place. But watch what OpenClaw does next. It doesn't give up. It recognizes this is a blacklist, not a whitelist, and it knows that blacklists are full of holes. So it starts testing extension bypasses. It tries .phtml, .php3, .php5, throwing alternatives at the wall to see what sticks, and .phtml goes through. The filter was only blocking .php, but .phtml is basically PHP in disguise, and Apache executes it all the same. Classic bypass. It navigates to /uploads, confirms the shell is there, and then hits it with a command. cmd equals id, and we get back UID www data. Remote code execution confirmed. We are in. Now it starts hunting for the user flag, and this is where you can see OpenClaw being methodical. It checks the standard locations first, /home/user.txt for every user on the system. RootMe, test, Ubuntu, nothing. No flag in any home directory. So it adapts and does a broader search, scouring the entire file system for .txt files. And it finds it in a non-standard location, which actually makes sense because we're running as www-data. It reads the file and there it is. THM, you got a shell. User flag captured. Now it's going for root. It starts running through the privilege escalation checklist. SUID binaries, pseudo permissions, cron jobs, the usual suspects. It looks for SUID binaries, and it finds something massive. Python 2.7 has the SUID bit set. Now, if you know anything about privilege escalation, you know this is game over. Python with SUID means it runs with root privileges. My hacking agent recognizes this immediately. This is a known GTFOBins vector. And here's the elegant part. It doesn't even need to spawn a full root shell. It just uses Python to read the root flag directly. One command. Clean, simple, surgical. And there it is. THM privilege escalation. Root flag captured. Box rooted. Mission accomplished. Both flags, full attack chain, Recon, enumeration, extension bypass, remote code execution, privilege escalation, and I barely touched the keyboard. Now I know a lot of you are watching this thinking, okay, I need to try this myself. And the number one question I always get is, how do I actually set this up without exposing myself or messing something up? Because here's the thing, you don't want to be running autonomous pen testing tools off your home network or some random cloud instance with no hardening. That's how you get your API keys leaked, your box compromised, or leaving breadcrumbs everywhere. So I actually put together a full guide inside my Hacker Academy on School that walks you through setting up OpenClaw on a dedicated VPS the right way, locked down, isolated, ready to go. And here's the thing that makes a huge difference. You'll also get all the skill files that I use to make OpenClaw perform like this. Because out of the box, it's decent. But with the right skill files dialed in, that's what takes it from decent to what you just saw. And while you're in there, there's a whole library of other stuff too. Methodology breakdowns, hacking cheat sheets, bug, career resources, and a community of people actually doing this stuff, not just talking about it. I'll leave the link in the description if you want to check it out.